practices stronger and develop better relationships with your clients.
But the things that I used the most were my myopractic, the structural integration, deep muscle therapy techniques, and a lot of it is really hard on the body. Any of you that do deep work knows what it does on your body. And I began looking after a few years for something different. And then one day I got a phone call from one of the guys in the marketing group, and they asked to meet with me. I had no idea what for. So I said, okay, sure, I've got 20 minutes. They came to my office and they showed me a little bit about what you're going to see today. And I knew within 20 minutes that this was something that I wanted to do in my practice. That was before I even had a cup on my body, saw a machine, saw anything. Just from testimonials that they had told me and just the information that they gave me, I thought, okay, if it really works this well, I don't want it for my clients, I want it for me. This is the DMS 2000 system. This is the machine that we have here today. This is, you can see, it's a pretty simple apparatus. It's really easy to operate, but you do need some form of training on it. And we'll talk about that later as well. But what we're going to do now is kind of break into two groups, and we're going to do some hands-on. So you can actually experience a cup on your body and see what this system can do. You can either use alcohol or a peroxide solution to clean your cups with. The cups are made of non-porous material, so they don't absorb bacteria, so you can clean them very easily. If you want to clean them at the end of the day, just wash them in soap and water, and that'll get off any residues of cream or anything like that. The machine's very easy to turn on. You push the button. It has a timer on it. A facial session is usually about 20 minutes. I usually start underneath the chin, and I follow lymphatic lines. You can adjust the intensity of the machine, because what you're going to look for when you're doing the face is redness in the skin, because this will improve the circulation and get all that stagnation that's in the area out.
Oh, okay.
You can do a nice little brow lift with these cups, which will help the sagging skin that's right over the eyes. Yeah. Or a body treatment session would be a series of 20 sessions, and we sell those in a package. So this is where you get your clients coming back over and over and over again, because this therapy you'll use 2 to 3 times a week. So your clients are coming in 2 to 3 times a week for 4 to 6 weeks. Most of my clients lose, in a body session, they'll lose like anywhere from 1 to 5 inches overall. I've had people lose dress sizes, a whole dress size in just 20 sessions. You can work on crow's feet, right in the crow's feet. You can use this around the mouth, for the little lines around the mouth. This cup has actually a little hole in it. You'll see my finger going up and down like this because I'm regulating the suction with this one. The skin, if you don't have the lubrication, the skin doesn't pull up into the cup. So, and you're not stretching the skin at all. The skin's coming up into the cup, but you're not stretching the skin. You're actually toning the skin. This will actually increase collagen and elastin production. And this little, yes, this will help plump up the lips. And she doesn't need her lips plumped, but
Those people who want to go get that,
the facial wand, which is my absolute favorite tool.
why is it your favorite?
Why? Because it's so easy to use and it feels good. Okay, so a lot of times when I'm doing a facial session, I'll do like 10 minutes with the cups and the other 10 minutes with the wand. And this is really good for lymph drainage. It's really good for site-specific areas. Therapeutically, I've used it on people that have cystic acne and improved just
Really?
totally improved the topography of the face, from the scarring and pit marks on the face. in the wand because I want it to be pulling all the time. This machine has the capacity to pull all the time and also to pulse. When I pulse it, I have an inhale and an exhale, so I'm going to be pulling in for 2 seconds and releasing for 2 seconds. I have some automatic seconds which will go even quicker than that. This is a 1/4 second, and then I can go up to 1/2 second, and then I can go up to a whole second. So if I'm working on a wound, and this will heal a non-healing wound, bed sores, all kinds of non-healing wounds. I've even worked on staph infections. Diabetics with neuropathy in the feet, you can put cups on the calves and help that circulation tremendously in the feet. When you consider the price of anesthetics, this is, less than the price of the anesthetic, and it works, and it's natural. So you're not putting drugs in your body for some kind of surgery. You're not putting any kind of chemical in your body, any Botox or any of that stuff. There are plastic surgeons that actually have decompression massage therapy machines in their office to fix their mistakes, because this will heal a scar and get rid of any bad stuff. I've had clients that most people carry their stress up in here anyway, but if you work on those adhesions with these sliding cups, they can actually feel the release and the bones going back into place in their neck without having to have chiropractic adjustments. Immediately, yeah. After just one session. So what this does is you unlock those areas of stagnation. Everything starts flowing smoothly again because there's no blood supply to the fat layer of the body. There's no blood supply to that. So when you get that blood supply up into that fat layer and it starts breaking things down, it's not uncommon to see globules of fat come out in the urine. It's not uncommon to have really nasty bowel movements as you start detoxing, because this will detox like no other.
DMT, you're saying that this machine basically fills in the gaps without all the hard work that you used to do.
Yep.
How long have you been using it?
I've been using this machine since April of 2006, so almost 2 years. And therapeutically, it'll knock the socks off of you.
Let me ask an odd question. I know I'm the only guy here, but my guess is that this could eliminate maybe some boob lifts, some operations.
Yeah. You can do a wonderful breast lift with this. This machine, and although we're not teaching it right now, we do have the capacity to do breast augmentation with this machine.
Showing him, all of this back here.
Let me
See, it pulls scars out. My scar was real indented.
to clean my
I did
cups
that when I
with,
was 18
since I
months
just
old. It was real
to come back just for that. And Kenan will talk about a little bit about the Kremlin paper.